I can't tell you how many people don't understand attack up stacking, and this is going to make your life so much easier. Imagine this, I have an attack of a hammer of 1201, which is very respectable. But without even armor skills, I can get this thing up to 1498 at its peak. That's not even including stuff like attack up large songs from a hunting horn or stuff like that. In this guide, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. Welcome to my guide on attack buffs. Some of you may not realize that the game is actually lying to you about the attack value of your weapon. The first hint you might get is when you're looking at the attack boost skill, which I know all of you have. It says attack plus 3, attack plus 6. This doesn't sound like a whole lot of attack, but when you put it on and you look at your attack value, you realize it's gone up a lot more than 3 or 6. And the reason why is the bloat values. This is so that the game can better represent the average damage output for a weapon considering the speed and the attack power of each of its attacks. This is a chart of what I call the bloat values, but this is called either real attack or true raw, is something that a lot of people at Legacy like to call this. These are the values in which you take the attack value of an actual weapon. So let's say an attack of a weapon is 100, meaning that if I have a 100 raw attack greatsword and a 100 raw attack sword and shield, as long as I'm using them properly, I should be getting similar clear times because they are equal in power technically. However, because of one hit does more damage with the greatsword versus one hit doing attack power with the sword and shield, a true attack 100 sword and shield would be listed as with the 1.4, so 140, and the greatsword would be listed as 480. Okay, let's take a look at all the different attack buffs that you can do just using items and stuff like that. Okay, the first one up here, the Might Seed, is the most important one, so we're going to talk a lot about it in this video. This is an item you can find just on the field, just collecting it. This will give you a plus 10. That's equivalent to like a little bit more than attack level 3, the skill. And that lasts for 3 minutes. If you do use the item prolonger skill, which I really don't recommend at this point, it will extend it, but that only works for a certain amount of items. The Might Pill, which is the same category, so it won't stack, but is kind of a stronger version, will give you a massive, ridiculous plus 25 for 20 seconds. And then we got stuff like Demon Drug, gives you plus 7 until death. Mega Demon Drug, plus 10 until death, so it's always better to use a Mega Demon Drug. Then you got Demon Powder, which is an exact version of the Might Seed, but it stacks. And then you have your meal skills, which is attack up S, M, and L, which is 5, 10, and 15. Then finally you have the Power Charm and Power Talon, which you can always bring with you in every hunt. So before we go in, Might Seed obviously is the most important one. When you look at the combination list, there's the Pricky Predicament, which is a quest for delivery on Star 3 in the village. Now for this quest you have to deliver 20 cactuses. I know it sounds like a total pain, but trust me, this will really have effect all the way through your end game of Monster Hunter World, so I highly recommend it. The first one, if you haven't found it already, start out that first default camp, run and jump down here. We're just going to go over here, and there's a cactus over here. Once you find the cactus, you'll be able to get it marked on all of the entire map, so you'll be able to find the cactuses everywhere. This is why I really recommend that when you go off to a new field, you spend time just collecting everything, because it will fill up this gathering filter so you can easily find them on your map, which for this one is the green question mark. Go ahead and tip R3, just press that in to target it, and you can easily go and track these things and go after them one by one. It's going to take a few minutes, but once you collect all 20, you will clear the quest, so trust me, your effort is going to be worth it. Okay, we just got done delivering 20 cactus, or cacti, or whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards here, and you'll see on the sort of results screen it says you can now request more items at the Botanical Research Center. This of course is a very pivotal sort of function in the game. We're going to go over to the Research Center here and we're going to check it out, and we should be able to now cultivate Might Seeds. Might Seeds are good for early in the game for selling for some cash here and there, but honestly Might Seeds are such an important part of attack buffing that I highly suggest that you do a few quests, cultivate some Might Seeds, use something like maybe a good fertilizer so you can get a bunch of them, and just totally farm them to death, because trust me, once you see what these things do, you're going to want them. So let's go back to the list. We have the Might Seed and the Might Pill and the Demon Drug and the Mega Demon Drug and the Powder, the Meals, and the Charm and the Talon. Every single one of these stack except for those two categories, the Might Seed and the Might Pill, the Demon Drug and the Mega Demon Drug. Everything beyond that though, completely stacks, no limits. Not convinced? Okay, I've got a hammer, which is a base value of 5.2. I'm going to show you right now the power charm and the power talent. This is a +6 and a +9 you can get on every single hunt just for buying the item. So if we look at my attack, it's 1123, which is stupid high. I'm going to go ahead and put on that charm, just put it in your inventory, and just by holding it, it's 1154. Power talent is a +9 base, so all I have to do is throw that in there as well. And my attack is now 1201. That is 1123 to 1201 just for having the power charm, which you can buy, and making the power talent, which is just melding that with a basil geese or basil juice, whatever you want to pronounce it, it's talent. Those two stacks, so always have those two on you at all times. I just ate for attack up large, 1123 to 1279. That is a very respectable jump, and I haven't done anything yet. Okay, now let's look at doping. I've got 1279 attack. I'm going to eat a might seed for the next 3 minutes. I'm at 1331. Let's go ahead and do the exact same thing, the demon powder, which stacks with it for the next 3 minutes. I'm 1383. Now, while those two items last for 3 minutes and you'll have to retake them after 3 minutes for the buff, the demon drug and the mega demon drug are for until you cart. Take the mega demon drug, does take a little while to drink it. I'm up to 1420. The cool thing is the game did make a change now, so if I have the mega demon drug, which is +10, and I try to drink the demon drug, which is +7, it won't let me because it knows that I have two that stack and I've already taken the one that is the largest. Unfortunately, in the past Monster Hunter games it didn't do this, so it got really confusing, so good on Capcom for making that quality of life change. Finally, if somebody is mounting a monster and you're about to get it down, take a might pill. That is +25 attack. I'm at 1420. Pop one of those suckers, you're at 1498 for 20 seconds. You are going to be doing silly amounts of damage. Now of course after 20 seconds it will expire, at which point you can pop another might seed to get back that +10 bonus for 3 minutes. So make sure you do that if you do pop a might pill, but really it's this easy to buff your attack. Anyways, I hope this chart and this sort of video helps you guys understand why you should be farming might seeds, why you should always have the power charm and power talent in your inventory, and what the difference is between attack up S, M, and L are. Attack stacking is going to make your hunts very easy, you're going to get more flinches, more breaks, things are going to go by faster, and I think you're going to have a good time. Remember, none of these include stuff like the hunting horn or other attack buffs that you get from certain weapons. Those all stack on top of it, as well as the armor skill attack up large as well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go out and do lots of damage, and until next time, happy hunting.